So you can sit forward on your chair so that your feet are flat and your back is upright, and either rest your hands in your lap or arms down by your sides. And we'll take a few moments with eyes closed, or you can take a soft gaze towards the floor in front of you. And begin to slow down your breath, breathing in and out through your nose. You can set aside any mental projects you've been working on, if there's things you've been planning, problem solving, just trusting that will all be waiting for you after class, and you can take this time to just focus on what you're doing right now. And just as if we were setting up a meditation, acknowledging that the mind wanders even with an intention to be present. So anytime you notice that your mind has wandered, just gently inviting yourself back. You might come back to feeling your breath. Simple, always happening right now. Feeling the air enter your lungs, the movement that creates. And with each inhale, using that natural expanding quality of the inhale to perhaps sit a little bit taller or look for spaciousness. And each exhale, using that natural descending quality to let go of anything that's not needed. Any excess tension you're aware of, any thinking. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you throughout your practice. So let's begin with a side stretch. You can take your right arm up and over. You might lean onto your left hand, finding a good way to support yourself so you don't tip off your sit bones. Keep both sit bones grounded. Big reach out, and then circle your right arm back behind you, as far back as you can. So you are exploring the full range of motion for this shoulder joint, and just noticing what you feel as you do this. Maybe a stretch through your side body, shoulder, chest, neck, just whatever you're noticing. Finish up the circle you're on, coming back to your side stretch, and then let your head fall towards your left shoulder and take the right arm out and down until your right shoulder pulls down, stretching right side of the neck. And then use your left hand to lift your head, coming back up to neutral. And we'll go over to the other side. So now the left arm comes up and over. Big yawning reach. And then circle your left arm back behind you, as far back as you can. So in our day-to-day activity, probably each of us only comes into contact with a fraction of our full range of movement. We move in certain ways, in some ways we may not get to at all. So here, hopefully, we are getting to the full range. And so inevitably, some things may be tight, creaky, weak, awkward, and that's great. We want to get to those places. Finish up the circle you're on, come back to your side stretch. And then let your head fall towards your right shoulder and take the left arm out and down until your left shoulder pulls down, stretching left side of the neck. And then you can use your right hand to lift your head so it stays nice and relaxed. And let's interlace fingers behind the head and then let your elbows hang forward so your chin comes to your chest and just the weight of the arms is resting on the back of the head, stretching the back of the neck. Keep coming back to slow, deep breaths in and out through the nose. And then release the arms down, head floats back up. So let's turn the head to face one side as far as you can, just saying what's the maximum range of motion, even looking as far back as you can. And go the other way, as far as you're able, seeing what's possible. And go back the first way. And one more time, back the other way. And then back to center again. Let's interlace fingers in front and put some pressure between your arms like you're gonna pull them apart, and that can help spread between the shoulder blades, getting into the upper back. You might also think about spreading the rib cage, feeling the ribs spreading, stretching the little muscles between the ribs, the intercostals. And then release, bring arms out to the side and then flex your palms. Pull your fingers back towards you as far as you can as you push out through the base of your hand. And then curl from fingertips down as if you're trying to touch your fingers towards your forearm. Keep reaching out through the arms nice and long, and then circle your wrists. A couple big circles, flexing and stretching all those little muscles of the forearm. Go both directions. And then release, arms down. Shake that out a little bit. Let's bring the left hand to the outside of the right knee and your right hand somewhere on the chair behind you for a twist. As you inhale, sit a little taller. As you exhale, rotate a little bit more. Try and keep your knees pointing straight ahead and just twisting from the upper body, from your belly button upwards. Keep going in this direction, but then turn your head the opposite way, like you're wringing out your spine. And release and switch. Bring your hands around to the other way. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, rotate. And breath by breath, see what's possible. A little more height, a little bit deeper twist. Keep going in this direction, but turn your head the opposite way, looking over the other shoulder like you're wringing out your spine. And then release back around to the front. Let's take the right arm up in the air, bend it straight back on itself so you're touching your same shoulder. Grab your elbow and then take it back as far as you can so you're getting a stretch for your body. And when we're each going to our own edges, it will inevitably look different because we have different bodies. So please don't try and make your body look like mine, but go in the direction that you know to go in for each of these poses, and then you meet your edge right where it is. So as you're bringing your elbow back, it's going to go where it goes. Let's release, right arm up, open it out, and then take it across. Hook with the other arm and hug it in as close as you can. As you do this, draw back through your right shoulder so you're still square across the chest, still sitting nice and tall, still breathing nice and deeply. And then release. Right arm out, rotate your thumb to point down, and then wrap it around behind your back. So back of your hands are at your waist. Interlace fingers at your waist. Try pulling your knuckles around towards the front, just as much as you can. Bring your elbows towards one another, just as much as you're able, and then circle your right shoulder. Again, purposefully seeking out what might be tight, creaky, weak, awkward. So if that's what you're feeling, celebrate. Great, you found what you're looking for. We want to get to that full range in our yoga practice. If you don't use it, you lose it. Keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, open up the chest. And you're welcome to stay upright or fold forward over your lap. And that might be just dropping your head or coming all the way over your legs. You might reach your arms up and back away from you. And then release, come up. A couple big shoulder circles, up and back and down. And then release. Let's take the left arm up, bend it straight back on itself, grab your elbow, and take it back. As you do this, drop the ribs, draw the belly in, and feel around. What do you notice? What are you interested in here? And then release, left arm up, open it out, take it across, hook with the other arm, and hug it in as close as you can. Drawing back through your left shoulder, still sitting just as tall as you're able. And then release, arm out. Rotate your thumb to point down, wrap it around behind your back. This time when you go to interlace your fingers, try the other thumb on top, the way you don't normally cross. Knuckles towards the front, elbows towards one another, and then circle your left shoulder. As slow as you need to, as big as you can. Keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back. Open up the chest, roll your shoulders back, and you can stay upright or fold any amount. And release, come up. Couple big shoulder circles, up and back and down. Okay, let's cross the right ankle above the left knee. Sit as tall as you can. Try and have your left foot under your knee and your knee in line with your hip, so those are in a straight line there. Lengthen through your spine and then go towards folding. So as you go towards folding, you might meet your edge right away. Feel that right hip stretching. If If there's further to go, go further, but try not to round. You want to lengthen as you fold. If it works better to be on your hands, your elbows, find the support that works for you and keep lengthening, keep going towards folding, hopefully stretching the right outer hip. Slow, deep breaths. Let's bring the upper body back up. We'll extend that right leg forward at whatever height works for you. It doesn't have to be high, it can be. Flex and point your foot a few times, still sitting nice and tall. Circle your ankle a couple times, big circles both directions. And then release and switch. So hips in line with knees, in line with feet, and then left ankle crosses above right knee. Lengthen and fold, whatever amount. And keep going towards length, towards folding. Slow, deep breaths. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Extend the left leg out, flex and point your foot. Circle your ankle. Big circles, both directions, sitting nice and tall as you do. And then release. So let's cross the right ankle above the left knee again and reach down and give yourself a little foot rub. So you can play around with how much pressure, using your fingertips, using your thumbs, all parts of the feet, the sole of the foot, the heel, the ankle, the top of the foot. You might give your toes a little pull, see if you can get a little pop there. And then release that one, bring the other one up. Just a little rub. You can play around with the amount of pressure you use, see what you like. Using your fingertips or thumbs, exploring all the different parts of your foot. Lots of different pressure points here. Getting in between all those little bones, maybe giving the toes a pull and pop. And then release that down, and we're going to bring the hands into light fists and just pat all the outsides of the legs. You can do the tops, the backs, where you can reach just all the soft parts of your legs. Give them a little pat, waking things up. Might go a little harder on your hips. And then both your arms, all the soft parts. Gently on your chest, shoulders, and then use your fingertips to do your face and head. You can shake out your hands, shake your arms. Shake out your legs, if you can shake everything at once. And And then go ahead and have a seat back. And we'll take a short guided relaxation, a little bit like a meditation. So you can go ahead and let your backside of your body rest back into the chair. Find a comfortable position for your arms, hands in your lap or down by your sides. Either close your eyes or take a soft gaze. You can let your breath be natural now without any effort. It might be shallow, might be deep, through the nose or mouth. Just letting your body breathe without any effort. And take a scan from the top of your head and just notice if there's any tension that you're ready to let go of through your face, letting your jaw release, your shoulders dropping down away from your ears. Feeling all the places where your body is resting against your body, against the chair, against the floor. At least for a few moments, nothing to accomplish, nothing to move towards or away from, just simply being. Thoughts might pass through your awareness, nothing to do about it. You might imagine your thoughts like clouds passing through a vast open sky. And just as sounds arise out of the silence, thoughts come and go out of the vast open spaciousness of your awareness. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe let your breath deepen and just gradually bring some movement back into your body. You can increase that movement through your wrists and ankles. Maybe take a big stretch out. Like a big yawn as if you're waking up from a good nap. You can scoot your way forward on your chair again, sitting nice and tall. And bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you. Thanks so much for joining me for chair yoga.